There's never enough time to get out there and make the kind of money you always dreamed of making. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm going to tell you something that's going to change your life. Have you ever heard?
This beat is fat, that's why. You see me, and I see you, and you see what you think that I be too. We lose. How about you try on my shoes? If you see me, and I see you, and you see what you think that I be too. We lose. How about you try on my shoes? You wake up in the morning, you the king of your castle, folks. Doing the most in the post. Finish your coffee, corned beef, and get ready for battle. Niggas always late, so you gotta beat traffic. And in the car you can't speed. A speedy black man is a thief. And see these zip codes that you leave, a magnet for the punk police. Asking you questions like, where you get this car? Bitch, I own it if I stole it and was bold enough to tell you that I stole it. Do you think that I would get this far? He give you a ticket and then you off to the job. Late again, but they grade black people on a Grady. And if you could play along and ignore when they be saying shit, like you guys make the best athletes. Yeah, I know why, man, it's cause we have to be. If the only thing keeping you confined in the death and destruction is a defensive line, then you run his ass over, naturally. Got nothing to do with genetics, that's some bullshit that somebody fed us so they could take credit for a black professional and cut down on pro-black spectacles. I'm out. You see me, and I see you, and you see what you think that I be too. We lose. How about you try on my shoes? It's war where I live. Friends die, men, women, and kids. They kill us like dogs and call us terrorists so they can drop bombs and push us like pawns. He puts down the paper as some young black boys walk into a store, pants sag to the floor. What it do? What does what do? This nigga fool. Give me your 40. I will sell no alcohol to you. Now get out of my store, I will tell your father. I don't know my father because another black man shot him. And yo, don't talk about my pops, my nigga, you get shot. That's right. Well, I've been shot, and I've been stabbed, and I've been robbed. I've seen boys much younger than you with a chest full of grenades say a prayer when the pin drops. Somebody shot your father? Well, somebody shot my father, and mother, and brother. They would have shot me, but I hid under their bed, closed eyes, which was fine, so their blood ran under. You steal from my store, you steal from the boy who laid in the blood of his parents on the floor, who prayed one day he'd be safe from the war. If you need, I will give, but to take it is wrong. I didn't know. It's $1 for the bag of the corn, chips that you borrowed. Please pay me tomorrow.
Everybody, welcome to the Music Train. You were just listening to Kane Mayfield. He's in the house right now. Season 8, episode 5. Dear co-host, Coffee D'Ambrosi is with us today, and the power went out in my neighborhood, and that's why we had to start a little late. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Kane, welcome to the Music Train. You and Coffee are old friends. We know this. We're so happy that you're here. Shout out to all the listeners out there. Thank you for tuning in on X, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and everywhere else that you're tuning in. We have an amazing show for you tonight, and I just want to give a warm welcome to you, Kane, for being on the Music Train this first time. Super happy you're here.
Thank you. I will say to those of you listening, you missed some epic shit. So here's what I thought. What actually happened was her power went out. She's not over there conjuring, doing sorcery. Her power went out. So I was just sitting here, and I'm like, oh, well, she'll be back. Then I'm like, oh, showtime. And then it just switches, and it says, well, everyone can see and hear you. So I'm like, am I live? Can you fuckers hear me? Oh, and she's not here? Oh, boy. So listen, let me tell you about that. And then I just started talking about stuff, and it got really good, like really good. I don't know if it was recording that part, but yeah, you want to rewind that shit.
We hadn't gone live. It was just Oh, I'm sorry that we weren't recording because I sent Coffee the link, and then the neighborhood, it was like for 5 minutes the lights were flickering, and I was like, "Whoa, is she the keymaster?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a Zoom.
So then, yes, I mean, I was wondering, Coffee, how are you? What is going on with the power in my house?
My goodness, I miss you guys so much. Of course, you know that I had to take a break from all the things I love, NFT, blockchain technology, art, and music, to be a caregiver, but it's bubbling. Like October is my new year. And Vessi said, Kane is coming on. I said, oh, my Kane. So one of my first forays into NFT, someone was bragging to me. They were new. They were trying to bring me into this space and bring me into the art space. I'm like, well, I'm an artist. They said, I have this friend that I think that you should know. And I'm so close with him. He loves me. His name is Kane Mayfield. I was like, Kane Mayfield? You want to introduce me to Kane Mayfield so that I can have some influence in the space? Absolutely, darling. Absolutely.
I don't know if that'll help.
That was my introduction to you in a new space. You know, Kane is one of the pivotal people that actually introduced me to NFTs first. And then when I became curious about it, I watched him on a Facebook Live, about for creatives in Baltimore. I had a conversation with him. Yeah. Then I was learning about NFTs with someone else. He was busy. So the whole week of me coming into Web3 was partially because of Kane. He introduced me to NFTs way in the day. Then we had that live. That was a Monday. Wednesday, I was at a lunch and learn. By Friday, I was onboarding artists into Web3. So Kane is part of my story also.
Also Baltimore.
Well, yeah. we have different. I think we lost Vessi, but we have different portions of our story together. Number one, I was a emerging artist as ever in Baltimore City, a photographer, and I had suddenly entered into the hip hop music space of documenting documenting artists, and someone's like, you gotta meet Kane Mayfield. And I had heard of you, I had heard your music. And then one day at an after show, I called your name out at the gas station.
By Metro Gallery.
And I said, Kane Mayfield.
That's very odd.
Met and connected and, got to shoot a couple of your shows. But let's talk about Music Train. So let's talk about your music, because it's one of the things that
I was about to compliment you. She left an adult here. Once I saw your camera go off, it was about to be no holds barred. And then Coffee's sitting here and she's like, oh, no, we're going to keep together. All right, fine. Because I'm saying, I got this about 50-year mortgages. I'm going to tell you a thing about it. And it's about BlackRock trying to butt fuck your family in the mouth. And you don't want that. So I was going to talk about that. And then I have a story that I was going to tell you all about the time. I'm going to save that one if there's time at the end. Because that
we need to save that because we have sponsors.
Oh, okay.
And we're live, and we have younger kids watching too. So
and we have to keep it PG-13.
Yeah,
PG-13. It's not the after dark show that you and I would have.
I don't see that.
Well,
it's morning in Asia.
What's interesting about expression? What's interesting about expression is that what I think you meant to say was that manipulation and taking advantage of people is something that we've become all too accustomed to as normalcy, and being able to realize what those entities are that are manipulating and taking advantage of. It's important for people to be educated. And so you wrote a book that you just released. Can you tell us more about the book? This is why we're here today. You guys, everybody, you're tuned in to Music Train. Season 5, episode 5 with the amazing Kane Mayfield and special co-host Coffee D'Ambrosi tuned in. We want to know more about this book. Kane wrote a book. It's about 500 pages. Let me give you the link right here. If you're a collector of his, first off, shout out to everybody tuned in. We have 102 listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You wrote a book called From Jekyll Island, Pepe Edition on Scars.city. You guys, the link is below. You can check it out. You can go get it. I know I tried to get it with the link you sent. I had to actually go to Amazon. There's only 420 editions of this, right? Of this 500-page book, 420 of them. Is that right?
No, there's 420 of the NFT, and I've since burned that down to 170.
Okay. So you guys have a limited time to check this out, and we want to hear more about the book and why you wrote it. Kane, could you tell us more?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because it's two things. The book itself is kind of about my thoughts on BlackRock, but how I ended up writing a book is, so I made, I made a few projects earlier this year. I was kind of figuring out what I'm going to do. We're working on another project called The Elements that has a lot of moving parts. So I have downtime. There's other people doing their bits of it, and I'm just kind of sitting, waiting, and I'm bored. So I just started making some pictures. Stamps people, Bitcoin stamps, shouts to Arwen and H, NFT, and those folks, were telling me, hey, Kane, you should do a Bitcoin stamp. A stamp is like an ordinal, except you can't get rid of it. It's unprunable, and it's way more expensive. Like, it's ungodly expensive sometimes. $1,000 to make one. And I'm like, I'll consider it. Next time I have some laying around fettuccine, I ain't got nothing committed to. I think about making a stamp. But it's like, well, got a guy, would love to sponsor your stamp, and you get a one-on-one, and then we'll do another one, and then you can get that one, and we'll split the supply with you. And I was like, okay. I did near. I can't be like anti-stamp. That's weird. I love stamps. Stamps are all counterparty people, and shouts to them. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. So I gave them one, which is like this mass shooter Pepe. And then the other one was the cover of the book, but it wasn't a book yet. It was just a picture. It looks like an old 70s, 80s sci-fi paperback book. My brother used to read them. I thought they were dope. The Creature of Jekyll Island is a financial book that I've read.
I love the book cover. It's amazing.
So show it to the people. You got the thing.
I'll be right back. Let me go find that. I'll be right back, you guys.
Yeah. So I made the picture. We stamped it, and then it was August 15th, and I'm in Spaces, and I think it was Logic that was like, hey, so this is really cool. Can I read this book? And I was like, read what book? And he goes, because he sees the cover, it looks like a book. It even has like edition number and stuff on it. It's like I did the aesthetics of a book, but I didn't actually write one. And he's like, yeah, is that a book? And I was like, oh no, that's just a picture. But then I thought, man, I can write a book. I can write a book.
Why not?
It's hubris and unwavering belief in myself. I'm just like, I can write a book. And the part that I like to explain to people is that in life, because you don't have control over who your parents are or what people do that to each other to make you, or where in the world they do that at, or who lives on your street, or what other people are in your class. So if you're a person that has like 15 to 20 ideas, like big ideas a day, you feel crazy in the world. In Web3, everyone's this way. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got an idea, but I still don't, I don't do it. I just think it. And maybe I'll say it out loud, and other thinkers will think it with me, and we'll have a commiserationings. But I thought it, and it's fine. I have a lot of ideas. I wasn't going to do it. The little butterfly of my imagination will pop around my dumb nugget for about a good 30, 40 minutes before the spider of my self-doubt eats it. Very simple. It's an easy process. Happens all day. So I'm waiting for the spider of my doubt to eat this book idea, and my wife comes home early. And she goes, hey, I'm like, oh, well, you're here. Well, take this, kid. I'm going to go write a book real quick. And she says, you're going to do what? Yeah, I'm going to write a book real quick. I'm going to my office. And she says, okay, weirdo, have fun. So I went to my office. This is Friday afternoon. When I have an idea and I'm executing, I don't sleep. So I just stayed up making it. And by Sunday at 3 a.m, I had 12 chapters. I thought I was done. By the following Tuesday, Wednesday, I had 21 chapters. By the next Saturday-ish, I had 80% of what's in the book.
Wow.
it was written like a manifesto. So now I got to go back and figure out how to edit a book because I don't know how to edit a book. And all my author friends were very unhelpful. And I called them and I'm like, hey, man, I wrote a book. And they're like, oh, yeah? And they're like, yeah. Well, how do I make it a book? And I'm like, oh, well, that's a pretty big question. And I was like, I don't think it is. And they said, well, so you have to find this and that and this proofreader and get a person to do. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing any of that. So how do I make it a book? Like, do I have to like buy books and print it in there? And they're like, well, no, you have to get a publisher. And then you want to to a publishing house. I'm not shopping for a record deal for a book.
We're in Web3.
So I just
We're in Web3. We're in Web3. No. You don't have a lot of female author friends because they would have edited your book and prepped it for self-publishing in 72 hours.
Well, I ended up just DIYing it with a few of my frogs. And shouts to Subterranean and shouts to Rad and a few of the folks that read the early version. Because I didn't know what I had. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I think this is pretty good. And I hit up a few of my friends like, hey, can you read this? Because it's not just a book, it's a sci-fi book. It takes the creature from Jekyll Island, which is a fact-based financial history book. It's fun if you're like a financial nerd. I am. If you're not,
I've been diving into it.
Yeah, it could be like the cure for insomnia if you're not into that stuff. So this takes that premise, and instead of saying like, oh, Jekyll Island, there's this Federal Reserve, and it's this creature, because it isn't very federal and it's not very reserved. I made it a literal money deal that fights against this family who has been fighting against fake abundance for hundreds of years.
Interesting.
And it's this endless war against bullshit, and they're amazing. And it goes through the ages. So it starts in the late 1800s, and it ends like 15 years from now. Because it ain't sci-fi if you don't do some good future predicting. The rise of Bitcoin, who Satoshi Nakamoto is, why it's called Bitcoin, all that stuff gets kind of fancified and romanticized because I thought that Bitcoin needed a fun sci-fi book. And it's also a nice way of onboarding people, orange pilling people, because entertainment's always the best medium for bringing people in. Like,
absolutely.
If you don't have a reason to be here, being here should be entertaining at the minimum. So I wanted to make a fun thing like that. And then I figured out how to make a book. We put the first editions up. We sold out of those. I had a number in my head that I wanted to hit. While I'm hitting that number, Amazon's like, hey, you're number 15. Hey, you're number 4. Hey, you're number 1 for new releases. And I was like, what? Cool. I don't imagine that's going to last. So screenshot and achievement unlocked. And then once we hit the number in my head of how many we were going to do, I just said, okay, this is great. I'm clipping all the number 1 editions. So if you wanted a first edition, here's limited time. That time came and went. I clipped it, replaced it with the second edition. I made the pages nicer with the rich text format. I added some more pictures, fixed a couple of little error things. That's another reason why I was like, I'm not paying somebody a G to edit my book. People spend 30 grand and still find mistakes. I'm going to just be a mistake book. It's fine. I can't spell. Everyone will know it. And I released the second edition, and now we're in talks to do a hardcover. And some people are thinking about adapting it, maybe to film. And it's really fun. The token sold well. I could not have done any of it without like my friends. It is a fake rare on Counterparty. The scarcity auction was crazy. The top 10 bids was like 4 million sats. It's nuts for a book that no one's ever heard of from a first-time author. That type of stuff I think is only possible because of Bitcoin. So I'm very excited, and I made a book. And I recently went to a family reunion, which is what we call a funeral. And my very judgy West Indian uncle was like, oh, your brother tells me to write the book. And I was like, yes, I am a published best-selling author. And then I just showed him the screenshot. And I was like, Ram, take that in your curry. Yeah, put that in your curry goat. So we had a good time. And yeah, I'm going to do more stuff. And the book is AR, augmented reality. So if you scan it with your phone, the physical book, the pictures come to life and play music.
Dude, I wish I could do the share of the AR video. I don't have host privileges And Vessi is having technical issues. But again, if you're just tuning in, this is Music Train Season 8. I'm a co-host from the Metaverse Generation, formerly of NFT Malam. We are so happy to have artists, blockchain artists, Web3 educator, music artist, Kane Mayfield. And disclaimer, he is a friend of mine who I hold in my heart and tied to our near island Caribbean roots. So Kane Mayfield, Bessie's back.
Yo, there are bullets all over my office. Just everywhere. This is ammo and firearms.
You've
This is a
let
300
go of
blackout.
violence. You've let go of violence, Kane. That's why.
Hold on a minute. Oh, I like that. Did you?
There's a 380. Here's a 45 ACP.
Okay, wait. Since you're doing all this, we're gonna have to do this, guys. We're gonna have to do this. Here we go.
So Kane just told us the story of how the book came to be, and the AR option in it, the augmented reality option within his book if you scan it.
So hold on a minute. When you scan it, what exactly is the AR feature? Can you go into that more? What for the people who don't really know, which is me.
No, that's good. It's a great question. So augmented reality is that kind of in between virtual and regular, right? So you scan it with your phone and kind of just looking at it, the picture will come to life and start moving like an animation.
Oh, cool.
And then it's going to play music. And the music that I have is from Rare Skrilla, who's a Rare Pepe artist.
Wow.
From Rob Ness, back when he was called Ground Beef Taxi, who's another Rare Pepe artist and a super OG in Bitcoin. I have Theo Goodman sending some stuff over. I'm going to add that. DJ Booman, Bitcoin Audio. I have a couple of my records in there, and one from my cousin who taught me how to rap. That's
amazing. So,
yeah.
So your whole community, I mean, the people you've been making music with, I mean, everybody's part of this book, right? This book is, how many people would you say are part of this story?
The story, it's sci-fi. So the story, I borrow some elements hither and thither.
Yeah.
But as far as like the creationing of the book,
the AR portion of it, introducing the artist.
In there, it's me and some of my friends.
That's so fun.
I wanted to add to it. So like Robness is in the book. So I reference Robness, I reference Pepinardo, I reference Skrilla, I reference Joe Looney. I reference a lot of the
George Clooney. Sorry, what?
Joe Looney.
Oh, okay. So all right.
And there's honorable mentions to, some very special people who were instrumental in not just Bitcoin, but Counterparty and Pepe lore. It's a celebratory book, even though it does dive into some very real things, censorship, co-option, how the government is trying to co-opt Bitcoin, things that they will probably do, things they're already doing, like that law they passed in California, where if you leave your crypto on an exchange for 3 years, they can call it abandoned property and take your stuff.
Wow.
That passed. That's a law right now.
Wow. In Wyoming
California.
Yeah, in Wyoming, often they're having meetings about the blockchain.
The Federal Reserve is terrible.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, how about we run another one and we'll talk about Ides of March. And thank you to all the listeners. You have so many people who love you. I mean, I'm telling. Let's talk to some people here. Hardistry says, "What's up?" Speaking of which, Hardistry and David Duran they're our guests for next week. You guys are in for another great show. Amy DG says hello. She reposted. Hardistry says his love. The building is in the house supporting. We've got a lot of people out there on X, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube tuned in. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We've got Kane Mayfield here, author, best-selling author, with his new book. You can get it on scarce.city. It's https scarce.city/auctions/bitcoin-sci-fi-novel-test-press. It's right there below. We're going to talk about the Ides of March when we get back. First, we're going to play Shattered Glass. And big up to Coffee D'Ambrosi, my co-host. And it's been so long since I've seen you. I love you so much. Super happy to be here with the two of you and all of you watching. We have no power in the neighborhood, but we've got all the power right here. And so that's what's important. Check this out. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, and the cover of the book. Here it is. Check out this book.
When you've left everything behind, then you are in a great power, a great strength. When you left everything behind, you're breathing a different kind of oxygen. You see.
What you scared for, bro? Cause modern day you can't gather up your friends and tear my wares off, bro. You just stopped raping my sisters like a decade ago. I guess you ain't know. My granddad could tell you a couple things that'll mess with your soul. And his dad generation barely made it. When you see me, don't figure that this Mercedes make it even. If to get it, been wrecking my own people. Cause I covered the gold, and why not? You be loving it too, so we alike. Got on ships supported by the wind. Kick the door and little kid dig the soil of your killer village for it. I just did a little dealing and pimped me a nigga corner drug dealers. Really be some white man lovers. They want your car, your house, your daughters. If that's scary to you, can you imagine how I feel when you stare at me through the driver's side window or bank teller desk and you decline my help but you supply my debt load? Long rides home on the metro, look at him in the suit. Faggot ass nigga be killing me cause it's true. What would I expect from you? This is what you are. Must have thought I was exceptional. Wishing on a star till it dies. Black hope get crushed in a black hole. Futures don't look bright.
And it's created here in America for white people. Damn. We don't want to lose none of it.
The projects got gravity, it suck you in. Cheers, here's a glass of the Appleton. Make you do the math. It's today's mathematics. For all you have is statistics and averages. Football, 6.5 play for colleges. That's 1 in 300,000 seniors round robin. And 1.6% of make it to the team. And only 4 will play 4+ years. Here's the problem with it. After taxes, that's 252 times 4. Rounded off, and say you made $1 million. Spaced it over 10 years. Break it down to months. You made $8,400 for your pain and your cuts. And questionable brain damage made the same as the garbage man. What's a little coke, little dope, armed robbery?
Goddamn right, we're scared. We're scared of losing what we got. We're scared of losing our positions. And we're scared of retribution. We got a lot of fucking fear, man. Yeah, we do. You hear me, white brothers and sisters? A lot of fucking fear.
But if you straight-laced and walk that line and maintain, you gon' have to hear some nigga jokes. Learn to be proud without looking so. What you talking about, Mr. Jameson, and different strokes? Shit ain't easy, it's just a different road made from stones they throw at you when you realize people at your job sorta talking black to you. Subtle shit like what it is, fist bumps, motherfucker, I'm here for aptitude and paychecks. Yo, I ain't catch the game and I ain't mad at you. I'm not full of rage, just treat me like the same. Stop saying I got an attitude, cause it fucking make me wanna snap at you. So guess if I ain't smiling, you think I'm thinking about the things that you did and would probably do again if I let you get me surrounded. We convo less at the job and go convo less at our houses. Treat me like a dog, I can smile through it. Go home, every cabinet be filled with brown fluid. Licking them the pain of them making me afraid of my own people. I said don't hire Jermaine. If he dap me while we working, they gon' know that I was bluffing. Start to treat me like a nigga, I ain't take this shit for nothing. I was trying to feed my family, these crackers got me bugging. I'm like, we sick, we rich, all lives matter, other shit just trying to make you comfortable and view me as a man without a prefix. Shit, nah, I'm not a Huxtable, I'm coming from the gutter, man. Chip my rough edges on my door just to fuck with you. Why you so afraid? I'm not a threat, no thief, and I ain't marching with a king, but treat me like you wanna be treated, just ain't enough for you.
They call me a racist.
Fuck you.
Cracker.
But still you'll have to use your mind in practical ways. You have to live. You have to be able to communicate with other beings. You have to do what life compels you to do, but still inside you remain in total serenity and peace and detachment. And so you'll grow in fearlessness, in clarity, in purity, in wisdom, in love. in openness.
Amazing track. Shattered Glass, Kane Mayfield. When did you release that song?
Never.
That's the first time it's been heard. Wow.
No, there was like a little thing we did, like an inbox listening session where we just emailed it around a tiny bit back in like 2016, and then it was it ended up being a bonus track that you could unlock with Dust. So
very cool.
And this is the box that the vinyl record comes in.
Ooh, hold on, I'm gonna spotlight you. Tell us more. I'm gonna put you on spotlight here. Hold on, let me see. Come on, spotlight it. Here we go.
So this is the box that the vinyl record comes in, right? And if you scanned it with your phone, some of these panels come to life. And again, augmented reality. I've been doing it for, I like augmented reality. And one of them is Shattered Glass, but it's a different version of it. So it's like a remix version of it. So, but yeah, that record, I wrote that record I was in a terrible place. I was really upset. And I stood there, basically a job situation, got fired, whole thing, could come back. But in order to come back, one of the guys in leadership, a vice president, they were like, yo, he wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay. So I talked to him and I said all the things. And then he's like, yeah, that sounds good. You always make things sound good. You're a very good salesman. That's why we want you. And then he proceeded to say some very unflattering things about me, and then compelled me to say some even more unflattering things about myself, and just dragged me over the coals because he couldn't. I got bills piling up, and I got, like it's a terrible position to be in, to need the gig and someone's just playing with you. And then he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, I don't believe it. Give me a call next week or never, and let me know why we should bring you back or don't. And just hung up, and I was like, and I'm just, my fucking stack of bills, just like this, of water, heat, it's just right there. And I looked, I had a bottle of Gentleman Jack, and it's sitting right there on the counter, and my laptop's right next to it. I type all my lyrics. And I just looked at it, and I looked at that. I'm going to pour this whole thing in my face until I don't feel feelings anymore, or write a record. I'm going to try the record first. If it doesn't work, I reserve the right to drink that whole bottle right now. And I turned on the first beat I heard, which was that, and that just spilled out of me. And then I called the guy who I recorded with down in Daytona, and I was like, hey, man, you busy? I got to record this now. He's like, I'm in the studio right now. I'll be there in 20. And I was there in 15 minutes. And I walked in. The funny thing, the reason that third verse gets the way it does, I lost my place. I just wrote it, so I didn't memorize it. So I lost my place, and I freestyled the back half of the third verse. And so it was everything I was feeling, tears in my eyes, and I'm screaming, and I was so mad. And I was done, and I was like, yo, I messed up. We got to do that again. And he goes, go, absolutely not. Get out of the booth. Song's done. I'm not touching nothing. And I was like, but I messed it up. He's like, no one will ever know that if you don't tell them. So, yeah, that's Shattered Glass. And like, I've been sitting on it. It was going to go on something. And then I just ended up, my career just kind of died. So I just had it. And then it was like, well, I could put out an album, but for what? Return of Rap was a good album, but for what? My career's over. I got a couple more records. I had the whole Dust album. The whole album of Dust was recorded the same time I recorded Shattered Glass. It was that whole batch of records, which became Dust with a few extras, is what, so like, I don't know, man. It's an interesting juxtaposition of like finding purpose. And I saw there's that video that goes around where it's like, oh, if you take a bunch of cans, you melt it, and you have this aluminum thing, and that's, the can's worth 5 cents, but the aluminum thing, well, that's worth $5. And if you turn it into this, it's worth $15. But if you mill it down and make this part that goes in the space shuttle, it's worth $45,000. It's like, it's just refining yourself and finding the place that thinks you're valuable. And for me, that's been Bitcoin, and not so much exclusively Bitcoin, because like, A lot of my early stuff was Tez and ETH, and like I would not have made it far enough to get to Bitcoin if it wasn't for Tez and ETH and those people in collect, especially Tez, because they just love on you. The loving embrace of the Tezos community that tell everyone they can be anything, and even if you never made visual art before, they tell you it's great, and you want to believe them. But then you hear how they, like, if you ever seen like snarky Tez stuff, you'll know, because they'll look at what I think is really cool and be like, your brushstrokes lack follow through and compassion, and this is really like postmodern reductionism. And honestly, like, I think that we've seen enough of the vaudeville of the Neolithic Reconstructionary period, and I go, oh, word, I don't know what none of them words mean, but I think he's getting at you right now, doggy, and you should defend yourself. This is crazy. What did he just say to you? That's mad disrespectful, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. He used a lot of words one would use in a tomato sauce commercial. He said your shit ain't robust. You're muted, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Coffee, you're muted. Kane, she had a lot to say right then. Maybe that was she muted on purpose. Your story, I mean,
I said the issue with the Tez artist is that number one, it's built on sustainability, and you have a lot of traditional artists in Tez, like holding on to traditional ways of creating art, as well as becoming sustainable in Web3. So sometimes you get that criticism, and sometimes it's love and hugs and stay hydrated and make art.
Yeah. You're listening to live. We're live. We're live. We're here with Kane Mayfield. He's telling you the story of his life. It's sounds also like a painful story. So much pain there. Don't want to negate that, or even though I was laughing coming in, because you have a way with words and humor, and all that you've endured, you kind of, you're forgiving. You also have the ability, you're a great rap artist because you have the ability to really be truthful. And I think a lot of the best rap artists are able to resonate with people who have gone through the same things, and also make people who have not gone through the same things encouraged to be included in that. You've shared such a sensitive story and subject matter with so many people. So I just really appreciate you being here today, Kane. I want to talk about the Ides of March. I want everybody here to support Kane Mayfield, to go on X at Kane Mayfield, also to go to kanemayfield.com and see the great works of this amazing artist who started off as a financial advisor. That's very interesting.
It's a hyperbole.
Kind of like, pulled into the music industry. It sounds like you really wanted to be there anyway. And how did you like being a financial advisor? I guess one quick question before we talk about the Ides of March.
I just put that because I wanted to make my aunt proud. I was never a financial advisor. I was a stockbroker. There's a big difference. Like, you ever see like Alvin Ailey, the Black Ballet? It's really incredible. I'd like to. And they do, if you go on YouTube, they have a dance called Revelations. One of the things they do, it's really amazing.
How do you spell it? I want to put it in the chat.
Alvin, like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yes. Ailey, I believe.
My mother was headed to Alvin Ailey before she had me.
Oh, wow. So if you think of Alvin Ailey, right, and you see that for what that is, and then there's like the strip club. That is the difference between financial advisors and stockbrokers.
Okay, all right.
I was not a financial advisor. I was a cold calling, lead flipping, 1,000 dials a day or you're fired stockbroker, and I loved it. I'm indebted to it to this day because it taught me how to do a thing that skill that I learned there fed me for my entire career. I learned how to close. I learned how to persist. I learned how to stand in a room with a bunch of other dreamers doing an impossible on its face, an impossible thing, which is calling strangers and asking for like 50 grand. And you do that every day. Eventually you get where you got to go. But anyway, so I was a stockbroker. I choose to, I wasn't like dreaming of being a stockbroker. I was going to be a lawyer, but the stockbrokers stole me out of.
You're going to be a lawyer.
Yeah. And then they stole me out of fake junior college, and my cousins got a deal and I wasn't included. So I wasn't going to be a rapper, but I still rhymed. And I rapped the whole time I was doing everything that I did. I was rhyming when I was a mortgage broker. I was just rapping to myself on my lunch break at my desk, typing rhymes after everyone goes home, and, trying to make sure I don't leave anything on the printer so no one finds them. But like from there to here, like, yeah, I make terrible decisions. I went to rap for the truth. I went to rap so I could tell the truth because I'm a career salesperson. I have a very loose relationship with the truth. So I go to rap to tell the truth. I come to NFTs because it's fair. Like I have a.
It can be.
But where I'm from is so much the opposite that a fair shake, like NFTs, looks fair to me. So I'm like, oh man, this is great. You can just be you. What an incredible notion. Rap is real. Like, oh man, I can say what I really feel for once. What an amazing thing. Whether that gets me rich or famous or not was never really the issue because I always was able to make money. This was something like rap was something I did to feel good. NFTs became something that I did because I was looking for something. And I found it and I was like, wow, what a weird place to find honesty in a essentially a landscape full of rug pulls and scams and criminals and fakeness. I found reality in fake rare, which but that's Skrilla. That's Skrilla and
the dichotomy is uncanny. The Ides of March. Let's talk about that. The Ides of March. So I'm gonna just quickly put this here, you guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. You're listening to Music Train Season 5, Episode 5 with the amazing human being Kane Mayfield. I'm loving having you on the show, and thank you to Coffee D'Ambrosi for being here with us today as well. A dear friend of yours. Just really happy that the show came together. Next week we're going to be with David Duran and Joe Nix from Hardistry. You guys, thank you to everybody for tuning in. I'm just gonna say it once again. We really appreciate you. We have a lot to dive into with Ides of March, and then we'll give some closing thoughts and drop a couple more songs, and then we'll see you next week. Let's go with this now. You can collect the Ides of March on magiceden.us at magiceden.us/ordinals, marketplace, and /inscribed audio. I believe that people can actually create within these NFTs with the beats that are in it. Is that true?
Yeah, so the Ides of March has a player and a sampler and a metaverse and all kinds of stuff inside it. It's like a sampler built into the ordinal. Like it's one of the most unique.
I've never heard of that.
No one else did. So we have
so it's the only one around like that.
Yeah, and that's because of Bitcoin Audio.
So step one, you get let's say I go collect it. Then when I collect it, I can add to it.
Well, you can literally open it.
You can open it without collecting it? No.
Well, yeah, you can flip the record over. You can go to Magic Eden right now, look at any one of those ordinals, click on it, the vinyl record will flip over, and there's a sampler on the back, and there's rarity traits and all that. But if you own it and you go to inscribe.audio and connect your wallet and it says you have it, there's a whole back end with a song with me, Rass Kass, Homeboy Sandman, Numskull from the Luniz, Money B from Digital Underground, and the guy who invented Bitmap, Hitoshi Nakamoto, rapping on this thing. And you can pick whose verse goes when, and you can change the beat. There's like 15, 20 beats. You can change the beat mid-song. And then when you figure out, and the art changes when you do that. And then you figure out a version you like, you hit sampler, it'll take that version and drop it into a 16-pad sampler, and you can speed up, slow it down, and make your own beats out of it. And it's all CC0.
That's incredible. What does CC0 mean?
That means copyright is fake. We don't pretend
Okay.
that we own anything and do whatever you want.
Copyright free. Copyright free. Copyright free.
I got
put it in my book.
I got to peace out, everyone, because I got the kids, the dog, the family. But thank you, King. Thank you, Bessie, for allowing me to pop in and
Thank you for popping in.
co-host.
You are the reason the show continued tonight, because I actually didn't think I'd be able to do it. In fact, honestly, like, all the power's still out. Kevin is at Home Depot. The kids are all running around this dark house, and it's all just, but it flickered. It was special, all of it. Rock on. We'll see you soon, Coffee and Rosie. How can people reach out to you, by the way? Where can people find you?
I am Studio KAFI across the board, and my name is Coffee D'Ambrosi. So if you reach me there, anywhere on the interwebs, Coffee D'Ambrosi or Studio Coffee, and Web3, blockchain, and across all platforms. Love you, Kane.
I love you so much, and I love your work. I love your work. You're an amazing artist. Coffee, I need to have you on the show as a guest, actually. Please accept the invitation for season 8. Will you please allow me to interview you about your work?
Absolutely. I'm working on a 20-year retrospective as always an emerging artist.
Let's go. And you're gonna see you have a most amazing voice. Kane, you know that this woman can sing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
sure do.
Would you sing something before you leave, please?
If I could help somebody along life's way, then my living shall not be in vain.
Amazing. I love you so much. You're amazing. You remind me of Nina Simone. My goodness. Amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. See you soon. Bye, honey. All right. That was amazing. She's so amazing. Let's hit the Ides of March. Let's talk about this one. What was the... Okay, so tell me more about the Ides of March. How many different unique songs are there? Beats, all of that. How many are there? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, there's a couple hundred.
Okay.
There's
Unique,
6 MCs. Yeah, there's 6 MCs and there's like 15, 20 beats that you can arrange in different combinations kind of at will. But as far as the song itself, I mean, it's cool. It's dope. There's a Ghostface rarity trade. It's my version of doing ordinals fun. You know, like anything that we do, especially like when Rad's involved, me and him are going to start dreaming and overdo it and get to ideate. And the next thing you know, we're 15 pages deep on features and benefits. And, you know, that's how it goes with me and him. You know, it's because he don't really have breaks, and neither do I. I have to be the breaks, which is not good because I'm not good at being the breaks. And I go,
Bored Osaka says, love you to death, Kane. By the way, Bored Osaka tuning in, you guys. Bored Osaka, shout out to you. Love you to death,
hey,
Kane.
He's a great guy.
Deb L, tuning in with Deb L. She loves it. She's so glad she caught the show today. Another amazing singer who's been on this show. A music lifer. That's what you are too. It's just what it is. You don't, not for the fame, not for the glory. It's catharsis for me. And that beeping is because, as you know, the power went out. So anyway, we got stuff going on here.
Just in case anyone thought that was me.
What are you talking about?
I just did a racism. It was very fun. So yeah, because they thought it was me. They definitely thought it was listen, hit the comments right now. Tell me and look on. I want you to honestly tell me if y'all thought that was my thing beeping. Come on, hit the comments.
It's my thing beeping, but why?
Hers. Look at that. Boom.
Why
would Trump's America? Boom. That's right. Prosperity for everybody. Yeah, that's how we're rolling. God, I love doing stuff like this. This is the most fun.
You can come back every week.
They're like, hey, Kane, have a podcast. I'm like, no, because it's work.
Kane.
Still, it's very fun.
Okay, well,
I definitely thought that was me beeping. I thought it was me at first. I was like, oh shit, that's embarrassing.
no, it's the power
Your
went
power
out.
went out. It's fine.
Yep.
It's very different.
Yes, well, different than what?
Well, say again. Oh, so yeah, the ordinal project was fun. We did it. It almost killed me because I was stressed the hell out and I gave myself a worry thing that I was in the hospital for like a week. I almost died. It was nuts. But then I got out. But
You
that's
almost
how
died? You almost died? For real?
100%. Well, yeah. So like, what's your blood sugar at right now? Who knows?
Yeah,
right?
right.
But apparently mine was crazy and I was tired and I didn't realize that I'd lost mad weight and I was like looking very bad and my blood sugar was, I gave myself diabetes. That's good now, but I gave myself, I was almost to a diabetic coma to where the hospital would not release me. I don't have insurance. So I had a 50 grand bill that I got to take care of now. But like the hospital would not, when a hospital don't release you and you don't have insurance, you are extremely sick. they were like, we can't legally let you go, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, because because if they don't save you, then I
looked bad. I was doing bad. And then it's like, I wanted my phone and it's like, for what? To get on Twitter with these people who like a lot of them aren't like they don't know me.
Everybody watching right now loves you, by the way. There's people who are just finding out about you right now.
I love a lot of them. They're
We're
great
talking
people.
to Kane Mayfield, who is a best-selling author of a book, amazing book called Jekyll Pepe. What's it called again? How do you say it?
The Creature from Jekyll Island Pepe edition.
The Creature from Jekyll.
If you go to Amazon and type in The Creature from Jekyll Island, scroll down till you see the green frog cartoon, and that's mine. And if you have it,
it's a backdrop. Yeah.
If you have it, please leave a review if you've read it. Because
that's what we want. Yes, we want the review. I'm going to get the book just as soon as I possibly can.
Here's a very fun thing that I forgot to tell you about. If you go to my website, which is kanemayfield.com, you can find pretty much everything I'm doing from there. But if you go to my website, which is kanemayfield.com, and you click on Merchington, right? Merchington, and you read any of the product descriptions, they are incredible. What I would ask you to do, Vessi, is if you're on my website, go to the very, very bottom. You see where it says terms and conditions?
Yes.
Click on that and then just pick one at random. Read any one of my terms and conditions and be amazed at how amazing it is.
I think that you're amazing. I've always thought that. I've learned a lot from you. On Clubhouse, when I first heard you speak, I thought, who is this man? He sounds like he knows everything about Web3, blockchain, and finance, actually. I'm on kanemayfield.com. I'm going there right now. That's KANEMAYFIELD.com. And if I go into menu, I guess I got to go maybe on a laptop and do it because it's not allowing me on my phone. I think it's because I'm connected. This is how we're able to go live right now because I think the satellite, maybe one of Elon's satellites, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how we're able to go live right now. The power is out. So shout out to X and satellites. 60,000. Yeah. What do you got going on? What are you doing? Oh, I like your hat. X. Wait, come closer. Okay, hold on. Dude, that is rad. Hold on a minute. Yes, let's go. X. Let's go. We got it right. Okay, shout out to X. This is how we know each other, really.
This is a badass hat. Look, I don't work for them. I had to purchase the hat with my monies.
Yeah.
And I am a hat guy. You very rarely see me without a hat. This is one of my favorite. This is a fancy hat. I've ran it in the ground. I gotta get another one, but I've ran this hat to the ground.
I want that hat. I have to get one now too. Everybody, we're coming to a close. I don't want to say goodbye. I really like you. You have beautiful eyes. You took off your glasses, and I was like, "Oh my God, look at his beautiful eyes." Let me look at them. There they are. Hey,
hi.
You're beautiful. So I don't know if you know, but Music Train started as a show on Connect Club with BK Han. Shout out to BK Han. I didn't even mention your name tonight. My amazing co-founding partner, who this show is really your conception. Shout out to you, BK Han. Thank you for everything that you've done to motivate me to continue Music Train and to keep talking to people about the music that they make and the stories that they live. Without you, the show would never have happened. It was born on Connect Club back in the day, about 3 years ago. And BK,
I remember Connect Club.
Yeah, we had a couple friends in the room, and he said, "Hey, Betsy, because you knew I write songs on the spot. Let's ask your guests for a couple songs, a couple words, and write a song for them on the spot and record it in the studio." I did, sent it to him. He minted it on the blockchain. So season 1 of the Music Chain, nothing video. It's all those songs that were written on the spot with words from our guests, which is pretty fun. So we got to write one of those songs today. I just need a word or two from you, and I'm going to write you one right now. And this is not planned. This is just how this show is. So what do you think? What's your word or your words or what? Yeah.
Word is hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
It's a good word.
It is a good word. I forgot what that means.
It's for triangles.
I am just a hypotenuse sitting on a wall. I am just about to fall. I'm just a hypotenuse sitting on the wall, just about to fall. Can you tell me where we came from, where we're going? Why did we get here? Are we late? Is there something forming? Hypotenuse. What's that red book say? What's that red book say? NFTs, non-fungible theft stories. Hypotenuse, hypotenuse, hypotenuse. Yeah. We did it.
Yay!
Yay!
Hypotenuse. The hypotenuse jingle.
Yeah, the hypotenuse jingle. I think you should write
So it's
another
funny.
book. What is this one? What is this
My
one?
brother made this.
I'm
and he brought it
spotlighting
to me.
you. I'm spotlighting you.
My brother made this and brought it to me when I was in the hospital. It's a real book too. Like,
It looks like a heavy, nice, thick papered book. What is that? NFTs, non-fungible theft stories. That looks like you. Kane
is.
Mayfield. Hold on a minute. What? Wait. Hold on a minute. Did he write that or did you write that?
he made it, and then he makes, like, if you see back here, he makes pictures of me.
Oh my goodness!
Because he thinks it's funny because he's a jerk. So
He loves you.
he's
What
been
do you
doing.
mean?
He had a sold out collection on OpenSea of that shit. It's not funny. It's awful. He sold out a collection on OpenSea with pictures of me. Ridiculous. It's
What's
and
the book?
before I ever had a sold out
This is
collection, my brother
amazing.
had one on Open. It's crazy. It's in my thing. It's called My Brother is a Jerk. Anyway, so I was in the hospital. And
I love
had-
this lore. Oh.
So he brought this to me, and he's like, "Hey, I know you got time on your hands to read here." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he's like, "I got editions." And this is before I had a book. This was earlier this year. So it's really funny, and it's one of those AI that you can do a fun book, but it's sitting there, and this was sitting right here, kind of looking at me because it sits up like this on my desk.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna really write a real book now." So that's how I ended up writing a book. And now my brother has my book, and he's happy, and everyone's good, and life's
I
getting
can't wait
better.
to get your book. I'm going to be getting your book. I'm glad life is getting better. That's good to hear.
One last thing: if you have Amazon Prime,
Yes.
you can get it for free
Really?
on Kindle. Yeah.
But we want to support you. If people do that,
Oh, I get paid.
Kindle-
Oh no, I get paid. Oh yeah, 100% I get paid. I would never recommend anything that does not bathe me in
Wait.
fettuccine.
Bathe me in fettuccine. Did you say?
Yeah.
You're so funny.
If
Wait.
there's no way for you to procure my items without drowning me in Doberman cheese, know that about me. I'll never forget it.
Wait, can I rub on you a little bit? I need some of
No,
that.
because my wife considers that cheating.
Oh, no. I didn't
Super
mean like
prude.
that.
I know.
meant just
What?
like-
What? You're just trying to get some good luck and some Doberman cheese, but she don't understand that. Oh, you're making eyes at the girl at the supermarket. It's like, hey, man,
no.
I have a magnanimous personality. She was just trying to get to know me.
She sounds like me a little bit, actually. Yeah, I could get a little
She's
jelly sometimes.
extremely normal for a woman married to me.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah.
Shout out to your amazing, beautiful goddess, and your beautiful family. I know you're a papa. Are you not a papa?
I am. I made a people, and my dude is good, and we just did a family photo shoot where we it's like the modern version of going to Sears. Baby photographers are like drug dealers for mothers.
It's true.
And I'm like, yo, this lady ain't your friend, because every time I see it, it's $2,200. This is ridiculous. But the work, wow, the work is top notch. She's so good, but it's so much money. It's a lot. I'm not a rich man.
We went once. We went once to like one of those Searsy kind of places when our youngest, because I've got 4, was 2 months old, and that was so difficult to get all those kids to, because they have their little scenes and stuff, and like, you know, $2,200. You paid $2,200 for.
It's not even like there's been more than one. This is the 3rd one we've been.
Oh my gosh, I want one.
And
I want a photo. What do I have to do? I want a photo on my fridge of your family. Jules says hello. Oh my gosh, we gotta go. I don't want to leave. I'm giving you.
That's okay. I'm around. I'm a local artist. So
you guys,
shouts to your smoke detector beeping, not mine. Which again, who would have thought, bro? Seriously, it's not my smoke detector. How great is that for America?
Yes.
Bringing people together. Beep. There it is.
Right.
Beep. Bringing people together. I'm loving this.
Beep. I love you.
I would do more podcasts, but you know, I don't know.
Why don't we do it? Why don't we do one once every so often, whenever you want to? How about that?
Sure. And if you are in the listening cauldron, hit me on Twitter and tell me if I should do more stuff. Because again, I haven't been doing public school, and I need more ways to fill my time. But I wrote a book. Please go to my pin tweet or Amazon.com and buy it with your monies so that I can afford. Well, I kind of have everything I need here, but definitely need more ammo.
We want the book. We want the book.
Yeah.
Get the book. There it is. It's The Creature from Jekyll Island Pepe edition on scarce.city, scarce.city/auctions/Bitcoin dash.
Oh, you can't get it there anymore.
Yes. Oh no, you can't anymore.
No, that's over. That auction's
all right.
over. So,
all right,
but
that's
you can
over,
go see
guys.
the auction.
Yes, you could. You could go see it. All right. So we're gonna end the show with Inner City Woes, which
my
also
favorite
goes into,
song.
it goes into. You want to just give us a little bit about this before I pop it in?
It never went anywhere. It never was on anything, and it's one of my favorite songs.
I love you. Thank you for being here. Kane Mayfield in the house on Music Train, you guys. I feel blessed. Shout out to everybody watching. BK Han, all the sponsors, you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah! Here we go. Inner City Woes. Kane Mayfield.
Father's features, but ain't got no father figures. We bob and weave through chest naked with survival hymnals, Black Death, Lack Press, Old England and Chicago, nigga. Genocide looks suicide when the other side not visible. Theory turned to conspiracy, you violent, criminal, mindless nigga mindset. Money over everything, but everything is many things. Machete swings, we look no better than the Africans. Very little boys carry very big ratchets. Speak soft, big stick in my hand like what's crackins. Cracker paint imaginary lines on the map. Now you don't like your new neighbors tooled up to attack them. pray for peace, painting a master. The prophets look black, boom back from a maxima. Pull that strap and see reactions like you good at bat. Everybody got their hands in the air. The difference is, ain't nobody trying to catch it. The system is systematic, and sisters insistent that I need cash to match my wordplay. If you can't pay they rent off rap, the world crazy. Been up facts, it don't amaze me. 10 of pass, I cut your face clean. Dead up ass, you hear the bass bleed. Wet up tracks, I ain't no hayseed. City bus, gray seats, vanilla Dutch. Pain come with every blood stain. Teddy bears on a pole. Candlelight vigil, sigil on my chest. Very calm, I am the middle of the stone. Lit another stove. Can't be much worse than bus fumes. They shoving in your baby little nose. No private jets to the middle of the globe. With complex, just projects and inner city woes. Woes, 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 woes.
All life used to be so wonderful, that it's all over.
Suffering a broke bow, middle of the ocean, pivot at the Minuteman post. I scrimmage in the middle of a woke war. No dog, I'm talking to a sinner in a zone. Like get up and get it, nigga. No sitting on the floor. He sit up and pill it, nigga. Who looking at him wrong? I'm moan, I groan. We don't see the battle. Toast, I'm po. We post from the battle. Most undersold. Devil is a motherfucking lie. Feel pies with post from the Bible and switch that flow. X out your circle like tic tac toe. And go get this work full. I flip, flaps closed. Jumpsuits that she rip, snaps off. Hug boobs and unzip that bulge. You dudes the most. I prove the boast when I click that phone. Fresh like a tic tac. Best hit your bitch. Message my piss clap. I clear that room. Round in a circle, round and around. See the brown eyed turtle. I am the shit. Why angle lens? My main script is that the rhyme hurt you. Loco, Coco B. Where? Bird on your shoulder. The colder we burn, you burn. I'm fucking wonderful. Lightning stare, thunderproof. Might get it clear, then run for your room. My movement, move your loose maneuver. Pooper, scooper, doofus, truly. 2-shot beam and a 4-shot Uzi. Brilliant, finish a critic for booing. Get it? The cynics are fucking salad. Like movies, all acting, big faces, star power.
Bye-bye. We love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
That was amazing.
I love that record.
See you next week with David Duran and Harder Street. Bye. That was beautiful.